You know, when I tried to talk about my book in the hardcover, you said $18.95, you know, that's a lot of money for a book. And I said it's my whole life.
I didn't know you were that sensitive. You actually remember that.
I'm so sensitive, I really can't answer a question from someone who's not interested in the question.
I'm very interested in the question. Now, what?
The Tonight Show usually ran like a well-oiled machine, with Johnny Carson steering every conversation exactly where it needed to go until those rare moments when guests refused to behave.
What is he doing in the show?
He yodels and throws... Huh? What was it you said?
I didn't say nothing, man.
Oh.
Nothing. I just say nothing.
I was going to ask you, why didn't you tell Johnny he was going to take over his show?
Oh.
These are the most heated moments on Johnny Carson. Joe Namath ignores Johnny and flirts with Elke Sommer.
Have you met Miss Sommer before, Joe?
Pardon?
You met Miss Sommer before, Elke?
We met outside.
Oh, you met outside? Hmm.
I guess I wasn't very interested in what I was saying.
Sure was, Joe. You were talking about the team.
Yeah, what team?
The team that you were supposed to be with.
Oh! Anyway, we got a good team.
Another in-depth analysis from Joe Namath. How are your knees? You two want to get a Winnebago?
Namath turns the focus sideways and leaves Johnny trying to pull the segment back under control, creating a low-level power struggle. Critic mocks Chevy Chase as he sits right there.
Let me ask a serious question, but not too serious. Don't you think it's more difficult to review a comedy than it is a so-called dramatic picture?
Not really, because...
So wait a minute, hold it. Wait a minute.
You got a yes. Start with the yes.
I think it would be easier.
No, because the fact is, you sit there and either you laugh or you don't, and if you laughed, it was funny.
Well, but
with a drama, you have to decide what you think about it on a slightly higher plane. What it means, whether it's successful, whether it makes a statement. Comedy, it seems to me, is inarguable. If you laughed, you liked it.
Yes, but that's only
That's
very...
why...
No, what I'm saying is comedy would be more
your
difficult.
Monologue is kind of like us in the
No.
No, what I'm trying to say. Let me just hold it, you guys.
Chevy is right there, the critics are right there, and the negative opinion is delivered to his face anyway, making the segment feel different from an ordinary movie promotion. Shelley Winters dumps her drink all over Oliver Reed.
Women's liberationists. I think that women's liberationists.
The segment has that live television danger where everyone can sense the conversation is slipping out of control before Shelley throws the drink. Martin Short impersonates Bette Davis, and she's not a fan.
If I had known you were here, you're so decent. I suppose your movies aren't the best in the world. Give me a break. Pleasure to meet you. Hi, Ed. Talk to Victoria. She's living with me now.
Oh, you're doing Rickles now.
Yeah.
Slide right
Oh,
in
I
there.
have no real... Oh, no. I'll just do anybody.
Who haven't we covered? You're working on anything? Anybody?
Let's see.
Do you do me?
Do I do you?
Yes.
Well, I mean, you aren't that easy to do.
Then we'll skip it. I just wanted to know.
Yeah, okay.
Martin is pushing into dangerous territory while Bette clearly doesn't love being the target, giving the segment a chilly defensive feel. Don Rickles lays into Ed for getting engaged.
Everybody to your gun station! Rapid fire, commence! And the Japanese people going, what?
I stayed right in my bunk with my pinup of Mara Corday, and that's it. That got me through Guam about 2 months.
You were in the Marines, right?
Yes, well, yell it out, boy.
Marine Raiders! Marine Raiders!
He's one, too. What is the dramatic part that you play?
What are you, Al Jolson?
Well, maybe.
The dramatic part I play. Why don't you go up in the aisle and make an appeal? Now,
Rickles doesn't ease into the jokes, but attacks the subject, immediately making McMahon become the target. Muhammad Ali and Ken Norton get in each other's face.
Well, here we are at the weigh-in. So I've got to set this...
Put that at 200.
What?
200.
All right.
Here we are.
Is there any protocol of who weighs weight first?
Could you check this first and make sure the scale is accurate?
Scale is accurate. We have checked.
Let's make sure it's accurate. Hold it, wait.
Yeah.
Hold it. No, wait. It's a little off.
How's that?
Well, let's wait and see. You're agitating enough. You got to agitate. Always been just like white folks. Like to get two color folks fighting.
That's right.
The weigh-in format alone gives the segment a confrontational structure, making every stare line and gesture feel loaded. Don Rickles and Carson take shots at each other.
John.
Don,
are you the governor of Guam?
Aren't you getting a little older?
I know your age. The prom's over.
All right.
I mean,
it's summer. It's summer.
I know, but you're dressing like some Chinese yo-yo or something. You look like Hong Kong Charlie.
Hong Kong Charlie.
How you feeling, Ed?
Very good, Don.
Keep your name alive. Great.
Thank you.
You got heavy stuff going, but you're a good guy, and you know I love you, Ed.
Thank you, Don.
I'll testify to anything.
Neither man is content to be the setup for the other as Rickles keeps pressing and Johnny keeps firing back, giving the segment a real edge. Chevy Chase and Dan Aykroyd fight over the chair. This Groucho Marx roasts Johnny Carson.
Frankly, I cannot live in a country that will honor a man whose only claim to fame is that from the side he looks like Audrey Hepburn.
Groucho makes this heated by refusing to play soft, coming in with the confidence of some who'd consider themselves a legend and treating Johnny like fair game from the start, giving the segment wonderful tension that viewers rarely saw directed at Carson himself. Joe Frazier also has a real edge because physical demonstrations always raise the stakes on live television, as once boxing starts, even in a playful format, the room feels more dangerous, creating palpable tension. Everyone senses Johnny has to trust the guest while also playing up the nerves, creating delicate balance the audience can feel immediately as Frazier's imposing presence gives the segment a serious undertone even when the laughs are working perfectly. It becomes heated because the body language says this is no longer just talk, but potential physical contact between heavyweight champion and civilian host who could get her punching technique on Johnny creating actual light contact that made everyone wince involuntarily despite knowing it was controlled. Carson probably worried about getting accidentally hit despite the playful framing of the demonstration knowing Frazier's devastating power could end him. The audience probably gasped audibly when punches came close to landing, showing their genuine concern for the beloved host's safety. Frazier's massive muscular frame next to Johnny's slender build probably emphasized the inherent danger in the situation, creating stark visual contrast. Johnny likely made self-deprecating jokes about his own weakness compared to the heavyweight champion, creating humor from the obvious physical mismatch. The segment probably included Johnny throwing comically weak punches back, creating laughter from the pathetic contrast between their abilities. Frazier might have pulled Johnny into a proper boxing stance, correcting his amateur form physically through hands-on instruction that felt invasive. The physical proximity required for boxing made the moment feel more intimate and dangerous simultaneously, unlike the typical interview distance maintained. Carson probably referenced Muhammad Ali strategically to get Frazier talking about their bitter personal rivalry, adding competitive edge to the conversation. Buddy Hackett complains he is being censored.
I didn't even get to play in the Masters. Did you ever see me play golf?
We played together many years ago. I had just taken it up. I didn't take golf up until like 1964, 65. We went to
Englewood Country
Club.
Yeah.
You played better than I did.
Well,
Yeah.
if you want to recall what happened that day, it was terrific. I had 6 pars in a row, and we come to the 7th hole was a water hazard, and I made a bogey, 1 over. Now, I had never played that good in my life. And I looked at John, I said, "You're bad luck," and I threw my clubs in the pond.
Buddy turns a simple network standards issue into a live argument about what he can and cannot say instantly, raising the temperature because the conversation stops being just a comedy routine and becomes a genuine grievance aired publicly.
He was the guy who used to talk with first Southern
like that,
accent.
right.
Yes, used to say. I once said to him, "Is golf better than booze and broads?" And he looked at me and says, "Well, young fella, I've been playing golf, man and boy, for 34 years. To get money for booze and broads."
Johnny has to referee Buddy's mounting frustration while still keeping the segment moving forward and entertaining for viewers at home watching the tension. The humor is there, but it's powered by real annoyance rather than performance, making the exchange feel much sharper than an ordinary joke-telling appearance ever would. It becomes heated because Buddy isn't pretending to be irritated for comedic effect. He sounds genuinely bothered by the creative limits imposed on him by NBC executives he resents. Buddy probably referenced specific jokes that got cut by overzealous NBC standards, creating concrete examples of the censorship he faced nightly on television.
I said, I'll make you a deal. Don't call me a bum. I won't tell anybody you're my mother.
Did she always play Leonard?
My mother came to see me in Bill Miller's Riviera.
Right.
I said, you come to see me in a nightclub. She says, what's it like, a nightclub? I said, it's like a catered affair, like a wedding. So she baked a honey cake and brought along.
The frustration likely built throughout the appearance, as Buddy kept hitting invisible restrictions, making him progressively more agitated on camera as minutes passed. Johnny probably sympathized privately, but had to defend the network publicly, creating an awkward, conflicted position caught between competing loyalties to friend and employer. Buddy might have tested boundaries deliberately by saying things close to the line, seeing how far he could push before getting cut off mid-sentence. The audience probably loved seeing this rare, behind-the-curtain glimpse of television's restrictions, making it feel like forbidden insider information they shouldn't know. Buddy's comedy style relied heavily on being slightly dirty, so censorship genuinely hurt his act, creating legitimate professional grievance beyond mere ego. Johnny likely tried redirecting to safer topics repeatedly, but Buddy kept returning obsessively to his complaints, showing genuine fixation on the issue. The segment probably made NBC executives extremely uncomfortable, watching one of their stars publicly criticize them on air before millions. Buddy might have named specific censors or given examples of ridiculous standards proving his point through absurdity that made the rules seem stupid. The argument revealed ongoing tension between creative performers and corporate oversight that rarely surfaced so publicly on television networks. Johnny's loyalty was visibly split between his friend and his employer, creating internal conflict. Viewers could actually see playing across his face. Buddy probably felt emboldened by the live format, knowing they couldn't edit out his complaints in real time, unlike carefully controlled taped shows. The heated exchange likely generated significant press coverage afterward, as media outlets covered the censorship controversy eagerly for days. Buddy's willingness to potentially burn bridges on camera showed his frustration had reached a genuine breaking point beyond professional courtesy. The Tonight Show's most memorable moments often came not from perfectly planned segments, but from genuine friction between strong personalities who refused to back down, creating television that felt dangerous and unpredictable. These heated exchanges gracefully, but knowing when to let the tension build rather than immediately smoothing everything over, showing that sometimes conflict makes better television than harmony ever could. Which heated Tonight Show moment do you think was the most intense? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more heated Tonight Show moments.